So someone comes into my store to steal, or the store that I'm working in to steal, especially if it's something like a bag of chips, take that shit, you can have it. Because I know and understand the kind of confrontation that could take place if I go after this person. Hey, what's going on? It's Hicks Uncensored. I'm back with another one, and right now I ran across this video about a man losing his life literally over a bag of chips that someone stole from the gas station. So he decided that he wanted to pursue them. Let's take a look at this video and check some things out.
When you were watching the confrontation outside the store, did you ever feel like a need to step in at that point?
It really didn't seem to be that serious.
A man relives the moments of a gas station clerk's murder over a stolen bag of chips.
And he's sharing what he saw before and after the clerk's confrontation with the suspected killer.
Prosecutors charged 17-year-old Mario Young with murder.
There is no way on God's green earth that if I'm the clerk of a store and someone comes into the store to steal, that I'm gonna go and pursue them, especially without the proper tools necessary. See, people in society, and I've seen it in the work environment a lot, you have these power struggles. This is a game of chess. Life is about thinking ahead. Life is about pretty much being able to see things before they even happen. So someone comes into my store to steal, or the store that I'm working in to steal, especially if it's something like a bag of chips, take that shit, you can have it. Because I know and understand the kind of confrontation that could take place if I go after this person. Not just that, but you're working in a store that you don't even own. Let's be real, this is not your shit. It's not yours. You're trying to defend something that could easily be replaced. You're trying to defend something that could be replaced at the drop of a dime. If you ask me, I say it's very foolish on the store clerk's part. We know that there's gonna be people that steal all the time. We can talk about them all the time. We can talk about how wrong it is all the time. But what can we do as a people to keep away from confrontations that are unnecessary?
A bag of chips changed multiple lives, including a witness.
I could have never imagined that on this day, on this very day, that would happen over a bag of chips.
He asked to remain anonymous.
Many times it's like that because it's a power struggle. But wait till you see the footage of the two gentlemen walking out of the store, and then the man decides to not only follow them on foot, but to get in his vehicle and follow them in the car.
Two teens walk into the Sunoco Friday morning.
So they walk into the store there.
Walks in behind them.
That's the clerk right there.
Shows one of the teens put a bag of chips in his pants. Both teens leave. The clerk walks out to confront them. The teens walk away.
See, I understand the frustration of somebody stealing, and you want to say a couple words to them. I would not follow them on foot. When you follow somebody, you had better be ready for what could potentially take place, which is a confrontation. You had better be ready. And what I mean by being ready, are you properly trained with using a firearm? Because you might need to use one. You never know what people are gonna do after you follow them. You never know what's going through the head of someone when they see you following them. Regardless of what they did wrong, they see you following them. So they may attempt to shoot their way out. They don't know what you're gonna do. All I'm saying is, be mindful about what you do. Be mindful. Think through things. You've got to think ahead. I know it's annoying when somebody comes into your establishment and they steal, but are you ready to take on what could take place for you pursuing them? Not only did he follow them on foot, as you're about to see on this camera, but he got into his vehicle and he followed them. Do not follow anybody unless you're ready for a serious confrontation.
It's the last time we see them on surveillance.
He had his car keys in his hand, and he started yelling to them to come back. He's like, hey, hey. They initially looked back at him and they flipped him off, and then they continued on their way, and he was saying, hey, again, hey, come back here, and then they started jogging.
Now let's be real. When somebody's stealing out of your store, right, or the store that you work in, do you really believe that they're gonna come back after you say, hey, come back? Let's think about this. Do you really believe that they're gonna come back just because you told them so? No, they're trying to get the hell out of there.
The clerk followed the teens in his car.
That's the
He
problem.
turned to kind of pull up beside
That's the
them,
problem.
and that's when I.
And again, I know that there's going to be idiots out there who may view this video and say, well, you're victim blaming. Take that soft shit somewhere else. Take that soft, weak ass shit somewhere else. I'm simply taking a situation and pulling out of the situation what we can learn from it. What can we learn from the mistakes of other people so that we can go on about our daily lives being more wise?
And I was turning the opposite way. Next thing you know, I heard 2 gunshots, and I looked back, and I could see the shooter firing more shots at the car.
He saw the teens run away in different directions.
So he followed them in his vehicle. You never know what people are gonna do. You never know what someone is going to attempt to do after you pursue them. Is that bag of chips really worth it? It's more than just a bag of chips. This is about a power struggle. You cannot just think that you're going to follow someone and they're not gonna do anything. How many times and how many situations have we seen this take place? There's no way in hell if me, myself, I'm working at a gas station and someone comes in there to steal a bag of chips and I'm gonna go and pursue them. Hell no. I don't give a damn. Those chips, it's not worth my life. And even if it was my business, am I really ready to potentially get into a damn shootout? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna have my firearm on me. So am I really ready to possibly die or kill over a damn bag of chips? And I know how frustrating stealing could be, but you have people out here who work in stores who are putting their safety at risk because of someone stealing or shoplifting. Be careful of putting yourself in unnecessary danger. The store clerk put himself in unnecessary danger.
Rushing to help the clerk, he calls 911.
And I'm sitting there saying, hey, buddy, man, hey, dude, are you okay? So when I looked in through the window, he seemed to be unresponsive.
Community activist Quanell X says the shooter, 17-year-old Mario Young, and the second teen are claiming self-defense, saying the clerk had a gun. Did you notice any gun?
They were wrong for what they did. This is why you have to be mindful of what you do. Because even though they did steal something, and I'm not defending them in any kind of a way. I live in reality. I'm not going to get in a vehicle and pursue them. I'm not the fucking police. You're not the police. You have not prepared for things like this. Not only are you not physically prepared, but you're not mentally prepared to get in something like this. You cannot think that you're just gonna follow someone and they're not gonna do anything. This is Hicks Uncensored. I bring it to you real every time. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, then this ain't the video for you. This is Hicks Uncensored. Peace.